Welcome back, leopards. Today we are entering the teacher zone where learning becomes powerful through one magical tool: questioning. Because great learners don't just listen. They think, they wonder, they ask, and they reflect. Let's step into class and see how questioning helps every student grow stronger, smarter, and more confident. The bell rings. Students sit. The lesson begins. Your teacher asks the first powerful question. What do you already know? This question activates your brain. It's like turning on a light switch inside your mind, connecting new ideas to what you already understand. This is the first step toward metacognition, thinking about your thinking. It opens the door and invites your brain to the learning party. By asking this, you're not just a passive listener. You become an active participant, ready to build on your knowledge foundation. As the lesson continues, your teacher explains the new topic. But then they pause. Instead of just telling you the answer, they ask, "Why do you think that?" This is a game changer. This question builds critical thinking, a key skill in what experts call visible learning. It's not about finding the quickest answer. It's about digging deeper. It challenges you to look for evidence, connect ideas, and defend your reasoning. It transforms you from a fact collector into a real thinker, someone who understands the how and the why behind the information. Now a shift happens. The questions aren't just coming from the teacher anymore. You start asking yourself questions, silently inside your head. Does this make sense? This is self-questioning, a super strategy that makes learning stronger, stickier, and more meaningful. It's like having an internal coach who checks for understanding. When you ask yourself if something makes sense, you're taking control of your own learning journey, making sure you're not just nodding along, but truly grasping the concept. This simple habit can make a huge difference. Suddenly you hit a challenge while working on a task. It's tricky, but instead of giving up or waiting for help, great learners use another powerful metacognitive question. What is my plan? This is how problem solvers think. They don't just jump in and hope for the best. They pause, they strategize, and they create a roadmap. They predict what might happen, observe their progress, and adjust their plan if something isn't working. Planning before you act gives you direction and turns a confusing problem into a series of manageable steps. Your teacher doesn't just ask you questions. They also show you what it looks like to be a curious, questioning thinker. They might look at a problem and say out loud, I wonder what would happen if. When teachers model curiosity like this, it's contagious. You learn that it's okay not to know everything right away, and that wondering is the starting point for amazing discoveries. By seeing your teacher think like a question asker, you learn that curiosity is a skill you can develop too. In this kind of classroom, you learn how to ask better questions, how to respond with deeper thinking, and how to investigate problems like a detective. You learn to think critically, not just memorize facts. This is essential because the American curriculum in science, history, technology, and so many other subjects is built on questioning. Questioning is the engine of deep learning. It powers our curiosity and drives us to understand the world in a more profound way. It's the skill that will help you succeed in any subject. At the end of the lesson, just before the bell rings, the teacher asks one final, important question. What did you learn about your thinking today? This is the heart of reflection. This is where learning becomes personal, powerful, and permanent. It's not just about what you learned, but how you learned it. Reflecting on your own thinking process helps you understand your strengths as a learner and identify areas where you can grow. It's the final step that locks in your learning for the long term. Now, let's say it together. Slow and strong. At Lathrop, we learn. At Lathrop, we lead. At Lathrop, we ask questions. At Lathrop, we think. At Lathrop, we grow. Because we are Lathrop, Leopards Leaders for Life. Thank you for watching. See you next time.